We are back with another video on Deni Ops 2. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some more live texting, of course, and I'm going to be breaking down everything we do. I've got an account here that I've had up for about a few days. We have some good conversations going. I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can pull women on Tinder. So we're going to match a few girls first. I'm just going to like a few girls. This account doesn't even have Tinder Gold, by the way. This is how good the results are. You don't even need Tinder Gold. It's all cope. But of course, yeah, we're just going to match a few girls and then we're going to message them, of course, as well. So I'm just going to message these girls real quick. Yep. There we go. I'm not even going to check if they're quality. If they're ugly, I'm just not going to message them. Yeah, it's going fine so far. Most of the matches are pretty okay. So we're just going to keep spamming that. This account has been up for about 3 days, I'd say, roughly. And I'd say it's gotten about close to like 100 plus likes. There's quite a few matches. I'd say it's about 130, 40 matches. In a few days, that's pretty good, I'd say. I'd say that's pretty solid. But I'm just going to keep liking these girls until I run out of likes, and then we'll actually do some texting. There we go. Okay, now we can get on with the fun part. Now we're going to do some messaging. Alright, they're going to do some messaging now. So this girl has said here, your hair is nicer than mine. We used a high-powered AI to generate this guy pictures, if you're wondering. We do that with every guy we work with. It's just a standard. That's how we get the quality of the pictures that we have. But let me tell you what we're going to say to this girl now. So this girl, she's kind of chopped, I'm not going to lie. She's okay, but she seems cool. I'll message her. Baking a cake just to eat the cake mixture. Yeah, bro, this is all garbage, bro. This is what I mean. Like, you know, they have no personality, bro. What does they say in American Psycho? If she's chopped, she's got a nice personality. If she's attractive, she probably has a wank personality. So that's holding pretty true. Anyway, in this one, she's got neither. But anyways, your hair is nicer than mine. Yeah, it is. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think what we're gonna say here, guys. I'm thinking we're gonna talk about how guys use do you know like how guys use like hair shampoo and it's like all in one. I know what I'm gonna say here. This is gonna be sick, guys. Watch. I'm gonna say that to this girl said, "Hey, sexy." Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this one's okay. The matches were a lot better, but I'll finesse these girls first. Australia 18. Okay. I'm just gonna say the usual. You know what's missing in your pictures, because this one's pretty boring, bro. Hello there. Alright, we're gonna take the piss out of this girl for shooting her shot, because I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty shitty reply from her, but I'm gonna say to her, is this your attempt at shooting your shot? That's like, there you go, we're gonna say that to her. And this one said hi. Okay, this is another one. She's looking for a long-term partner. It's all lies. This girl we've matched before. That's interesting. Okay, I'm pretty sure we matched her before in the last video. You know what's diabolical, guys? The fact that it was with another client. Oh no, she's gonna get railed by 2 Deni Ops clients, guys. Too easy. Anyways, you know what? I'm gonna use the exact same pickup line on her. You know what's for seeing a picture, bro? She's gonna get railed by this 2 different people that use the same line on her that came from the same guy on YouTube. This is gonna be such a great example. And guys, she's photo verified as well, bro. Like, you can't even say this is a fake profile. The amount of garbage comments I had saying it's a fake profile, suck my balls. Literally, she's photo verified. Anyway, moving on to these matches. So, she goes, alright. She has a chopped face-ish, but she's, I'll just say, Bethany, you know who you remind me of. But yeah, moving on to these girls. This is going to be more fun. These matches are a lot better. This one's alright. We'll do this one. Do you smile in any of your pictures? We'll just say that. She's probably smiling one of them, but I can't be bothered to check. I'm not going to lie. We might buy Tinder Gold on this account. I know I was saying it was cope at the start of the video, but it helps to actually get through your matches in a way. Obviously, if you can afford it, that's a good idea. This one's okay. We'll do this one. And then we'll do some WhatsApp texting as well, so you guys can see how your clothes are going. Alright, so I waited a little bit. Now the girls have replied. It's 7:30. It's been like a day. I didn't message them for a bit, but we have all these messages to respond to. So let's go through that now. We also have some new matches as well. Excuse me. We'll go through those and we'll see what happens from there. We're going to talk about some of the girls and see what goes on. And we've got some WhatsApp messages as well that we'll be taken care of as well over here, but we'll be moving on to that later on. So let's get started. So obviously we're going to work with the way from the bottom front. This girl, she's okay. She has nice tits. I think she's a little bit chubby, but it will do the job. And I think it's fine. Because I think, at the end of the day, it's down to what the person's into. Because remember, these accounts are run by me for other people. And if that's what they're into, I'm going to message them. Even if the audience may not find them attractive. Remember that, guys. That's really important. And then she's saying, you're smiling one of yours, maybe she's smiling yours. So this is a new line that we came up with. This girl's, I can't lie, bro. She's kind of got a big face. But again, he's happy. If he wasn't happy, he would unmatch the girl. So in that case, we'll continue with this one. And this one is talking about the smiling line. So in this scenario, what you guys want to do is you want to obviously play on this by saying, perhaps you need to give me a reason to smile. Some cringy garbage like this will do the job really well. Girls love these cringy pickup one-liners. It's something that drives them crazy. If you utilize that, it will be really powerful. So I'm going to say to her, perhaps you need to give me a reason to smile. And then obviously we're going to play onto that by leading into talking about, you know, how she can make him smile. Now we'll go on to this girl, Francesca. Okay, these are fine. Okay, this girl's okay. It's not too bad. He didn't unmatch it, so I'm not bothered. It's all about what the guy wants. That's what I said. Okay, so we're just going to say me with my arms around you. And then we're going to take care of some of the new matches as well. I'm going to say to... What am I going to say to her? Let's see here. Make a pretty bad wife. This is a new line that I just came up with on the spot. Okay, we're going to say to her. And we're going to use this one on her. And we're going to tell this one, me and my arms around you. The thing is, the opening line is not important. The opening line is only used to start the conversation off. That's the thing. A lot of people overcomplicate it, and you could literally send the word like microphone to a girl, bro, and she will probably reply. Like, it doesn't matter. I'll be honest with you. The pickup line is only good because it's a base, a foundation to build on. That is when you truly need strategies. Before the pickup line, it's not real. Like, any guy that's trying to sell you pickup lines, they're an idiot. They don't know what they're talking about. The conversation that comes after the pickup line is very important in comparison. Like, I'm telling you now, go and literally say to a girl right now, like, microphone or keyboard, bro. Or anything, bro. Just say the word virgin, bro. I'm telling you now, you will get more replies from that than from using some garbage pickup line that some other YouTubers told you. You can use my pickup lines, they work clearly, but the reason why they work is because it's a foundation built on top of other messages that will follow afterwards. That's the purpose. Because now when these girls reply to me, I will have an exact strategy / pattern that I will follow building up to it. And I can predict what they will say, which means I can guarantee success for the guy I'm working with. That is why I use a pickup line. It's a foundation. It's a structural integrity. Okay? That is why it's so important to use pickup lines that you can follow up on. But if you're using some garbage pickup line, like, I've seen some cringy ones, like, girl, you micro, you make me go, like, this shit is so bad. Because what are you going to base that on? I suppose I'll use the pickup line for reference just so you can see, but I can base it on something. I'll use that pickup line, I'll show you. But it's all about what comes after. You could use any pickup line. There you go. There we go. We're going to say that to her. She's going to be like, what do you mean? I'm like, because you make like, something. Some cringe garbage. But the pickup line itself is not important. It's not difficult. It's what you do after with it that matters. That's where most people struggle. Let me just refresh this real quick because I think it's lagging out. There you go. Okay. Now it's back to normal. But yeah. Okay, we'll continue. The other thing that's important to getting high success rate is your pictures. A lot of guys underestimate how important your pictures are. And a lot of people think it's all on looks, bro. But we've developed an AI in a vault where we can literally AI generate your pictures. And you don't even need to do anything. The guys we work with don't do anything. Literally, we do the pictures for them. We do the messaging for them. We teach them the messaging. We do everything. We literally plug them into dates. That's it. It's literally a prostitution service at this point. That's how good it is on what we do. Now, obviously, I'm not going to hard market it, but that's literally the standard we have just because of the AI that we developed. Before the AI, you had to go out and take pictures. It was pretty difficult. Now you don't even have to take pictures. You don't even have to do that. So there is literally no excuse for not getting results. Anyway, OMG, thank you. That's really sweet. You say you should smile more. I'm going to say the same thing to her. See, it's all about patterns. Anyway, I'm going to heart her reply as well, just so, of course, I want to give a little bit of interaction. So she said, yes, you may. I think you're right. I'm literally using one of the worst pickup lines in the game, but it's because I have a foundation that I build on top of it. You can use any pickup line as long as you build up on the foundation on top of it, okay? Probably spelling that wrong as well. What the fuck? Oh, there you go, okay. Grammarly's got me clutch, bro. Not sponsored by them, by the way. Anyway, per chance. You look like you like pretzels. See, this is literally bullshit. Like, watch. She's gonna fucking... She's gonna love it. But it's just retarded garbage. But it's the foundation that comes after, I'm telling you. Just trust for the process, watch. I'm gonna get like 16 numbers in this video. I'm calling it, watch. I'm gonna get 16, bro. You know, my mother's future daughter-in-law. And then I'm gonna secure like at least 3 dates on video, bro. For like next week or something. Alright, okay. That's all the girls currently done. Let's go through the matches. So obviously we've got quite a few matches. This is a lot of work, but this is the standard. This is the work. This is why people come to me. So I'm going to message them all the lines. I'm going to show you the girls. I don't want you guys to obviously sit for me sending these lines because it's all going to be the same as before. But I'll show you the middle of the conversation just so you can see how that goes. But you obviously, now you know the game. I can show you that. But yeah, these are the girls. They're not bad. Most of them are pretty decent. But there you go. Okay. We'll move on and we'll go on to the next section. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to message them lines and then we'll continue into the next part. Alright, we're back with some more replies. It's 2:22 a.m. The things I do for you guys. Anyway, so this girl said, coincidence. Because I said, obviously, the future daughter-in-law, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So let me go through her pictures. Coincidence. I'm going to say this to her. I think I like this kind of... I don't usually like coincidences. And that's what I'm going to say to her. And I'm going to say to her, but this time around, it may be good. I think you... Something tells me... So what I said to you, something tells you it'd be a great wife material. Obviously, it is contingent with the pickup line of obviously talking about her being my mother's future daughter-in-law. That's why we use that one there. It's contingent. If you were to use it with a different line, for example, the microwave one, which is obviously jokes, I don't actually use that line. It's just for a demonstration in the video. It wouldn't work. Now, this girl said, go for it. Okay, this is because I said, can I be honest? I'm going to just copy-paste a line from a different girl. I'm going to just show you in makeup. Of course, because you missed our wedding. I think saying this to this girl isn't great because this girl seems like a party girl. She's like a degenerate, like, you know, the type of girl you would fucking pump and dump. I mean, bro, literally look at her profile. She's, you know, a pump and dump. We're just gonna message her a pump and dump line. She said, bro, cut straight to the chase. Okay, she broed me, which isn't good, but that's not a big deal. She said, agreed. You won't be the one, but well worth the detour. Some of you will know this famous line. I can tell you that now. We'll say that to that. Okay. So it would make you smile. So how about a Polaroid picture of you in my wallet or my car dashboard. Girls love Polaroid pictures, man. They love it. Trust me, guys. You gotta trust the game. That's crazy. I love fucking pretzels. Okay. What can I say? I just got back from the injection. Holy fuck. Okay. What is it also for? This is a little bit of a law to explain. So my client is American in the UK, and obviously this girl is American as well. So this is a little bit different. There's not much behind this texting scenario because this is very unique to the scenario. But of course, I'll include it in the video for you guys. Also went to the University of Manchester. Okay, cool. I'm thinking we'll say that to this girl. She might not actually be American. You are a cutie. Okay. Yeah, you know what's... Yeah, you know what would be... Our children. Boom. See, this is what I'm saying. If you flow these lines, it works really well. Now, the thing is, I said to her, yeah, you know what... You said you're a cutie. I should have said, you know what's even cuter? A Polaroid picture of you and me. There's a lot of variety. You don't have to say the children line. I think even for me, I just saw the short term, long term. Okay, I probably would have said a Polaroid picture or something. That would have been probably better. I could have sexualized it. There's so much options in what you can say to these girls. She said, "I'll be taking that. You look at my name, but I couldn't give my last name." Okay, that's good. Swipe for Drake. Fucking, of course she loves Drake, bro. I love Drake as much as I do. Drake shot for me. Holy shit, man. I don't even like this girl, but my client does, so that's my job. Anyway, this girl loves Drake, bro. I'll happily take that. Yeah, I know. Oh, this is gonna be such a... Oh, bro, I'm gonna mess it up a bit, but I'm gonna say... Yeah, no, what else? You would be happy to take. Yeah, I know what else you'd be happy to take, bro. This, you guys can see where that one's going. Be honest, I think you would make a bad wife. We're just gonna say that to her. Of course, I think it'd be a terrible wife. Just make some little bit vexing, like, oh, you missed the wedding or something. Erecting, yeah. So, because I'm not even going to read this line aloud, man. This is such a bad line, but it's just to prove my point that I made earlier in the video, obviously, when I was recording the earlier part. What mom's on the... You guys are starting to get the idea that it's all about frameworks and foundation. And that's why it's so important to use pickup, like any pickup line that you can build up on. I think that is all of them answered for now. So what I'm going to do is obviously just continue to build up in the video. You know, you guys are not going to see the wait. I'm just going to cut the video and then boom, you're going to see the next part as we go along. But yeah, I'll be back. Some more messages to go through. So let's see what these girls have said so far. So obviously I said to her, my mother's future daughter-in-law, as we can see here. This, she said, oh yeah. Sounds like, yo... Sounds like you don't want to be my wifey. We're going to say that to her, so we're going to challenge her a bit there, because obviously she's going to be able to dry reply. A lot of guys look at that kind of reply, they'll be stumped, they don't know what they're doing. What you want to do is you want to challenge them, as I did here. Obviously now she's going to try and prove herself, she's going to try and win my approval, and that is the idea behind that. And then this one, she's obviously said quite a few things. So this was a pretty high receptive, high interest kind of girl conversation. So we're going to have... This is going to be really easy. Let's just say that. This is just going to be straight up easy. So she said here, can't drive nor do I use a wallet. I use my phone. Okay, fair enough. I can show you a picture of my favorite place though. How the fuck do you send a picture? So I can ask for a number straight away. She's asking how do you send a picture. I can tell you how to say my name on a voice note. And you can't send pictures here. So I need your number. There you go. So boom, I'm probably gonna get a phone number just from that alone. really easy, straightforward. She just gave me the green light straight away. I can get a phone number, easy peasy. And this one is another simple close, me with my arms around you. This girl said, explain, because you missed our wedding. I'm just gonna blame it on her, say some cringe shit, I'll be honest with you. Easy as that, seriously. Like, you know, these lines, obviously a lot of guys are gonna think it's cringe, but guess what? I guess the job done, that's all that matters, the foundation, that's it, okay? I said, oh, well, that's a word, that's not what I expected. Yeah, of course she did it, of course. See, this is what I mean, like, the reaction these girls, I'm gonna ask her, what's more adorable? I'm gonna change up a bit. My arms around your waist or neck. So it's pretty straightforward, that one. And this one said, what? So this girl has said, well, your gut feeling might be right. So we're gonna say to her, there is only one way to find out. And I'm gonna look at her pictures over here. And what I'm gonna say to her here, she has long term but short term, okay? There's only one way to find out. I'm thinking what we could say here that could be really good. I think we'll follow with that message, and then we'll follow up with another one. And Grace has replied as well, so we're doing that. So yeah, oh, when was it supposed to be? It was literally yesterday. Now you're gonna have to make up to me. So we're gonna say that too, obviously. So that's a really good way to play around with it. It's meant to be humorous, you know, just gonna entertain her. Now this girl, I said you'd make a pretty bad wife. You're doing a pretty good job at it. Since you missed our wedding. So it's pretty much a similar approach as we build up. As you can see here, these girls will reply a little bit later on. It's a similar approach. You're building the foundations. As you build it up, you get conversation out. We have some more matches as well. This is just a standard of working with me. You're going to get daily matches. That's it. You're going to get 99 plus likes very easily. And it's a certain sound there, but bear in mind, like, the amount of matches and the amount of things I have, you know, like, the amount of girls I've matched, there's obviously not going to be 99. But this count's been up for a few days. I'd say this is pretty decent for the first few days. And we're just going to continue messaging these girls. So obviously, we have a different girl here. We're going to message her. Excuse me. And as we'll go back to Grace. How's that? You need to become my passenger princess now. So we're obviously going to appeal a bit to her emotion. I'm not going to say to you, you need to suck my dick, because it's not going to fucking work. It's just, you know, a lot of guys think, oh, you can say something like that. No, you can't. You can't. You got to be somewhat moderately, you know, you got to work your way up. You can't say that straight away. This girl is okay. I'll message her. Can I be honest? And then we'll continue with that. And boom. Okay, I said her name by accident. Anyways, we'll just say this to her. And then we'll continue that. Yep, that's fine. We'll just say that. Boom. This girl's pretty good. We'll use this one on her. Can I be honest? Faye. There is an error in your Tinder profile. This is literally a line I came up with on the spot. There's an error in your Tinder profile. I'm gonna say it's missing my last name at the end of your name. That's literally what I just came up with in the last 10 seconds. Do you see how easy this is? Like, this is literally just second nature to me. Let's see if you go on some beds, best case. I'm gonna say something unique to her. Nah, I'm gonna use all the sunbeds and get a crazy orange tan like you UK girls. So obviously this guy's American, so it's gonna be a little bit funny to say something like that. This is a little bit different. It's going off the pattern. Like I said, stick to the pattern if you don't know what you're doing, but if you're me, you can say whatever you want. Like, I can literally say to this, bro, water bottle, boom. I was literally said to, I have a Coca-Cola next to me. Watch, Coca-Cola. Did I spell that fucking wrong? I don't even fucking know. I don't know. I literally have the bottle next to me, but it's Diet Coke. I'm curious as well. Do you guys drink Pepsi or Coke? You can tell me down below in the comments. Anyway, moving on. This girl, Kaylee. Okay. Professional napper, part-time, pay no chocolates. Okay. Okay, I know what to say to her. This is sick. This is such sick. This is gonna be sick. Little pain or chocolates or Aldi. So this is like a UK thing. It's obviously, you know, a store where you get your pain or chocolates. You say that to her. This one's gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, this one doesn't give me shit to work with. So I'm just gonna say, can I be honest? Just boom. If you can see something you can work with and you can convert it. Her pictures are AI generated, bro. What the hell? Okay. I'm just gonna leave that there. What the fuck? Alright, let's see the rest of these matches, bro. She's meh. She looks okay. I won't message her. Our eyes are too close, bro. That's weird. This one, she has nice tits, but she's kind of fat, bro. Yeah, she's kind of big, bro. I don't like big girls. I mean, it's all for my client. My client chooses the matches, not me. If I'm being honest with you, you know, I don't agree with all of the girls that he likes, and I don't, you know, some of the girls I like, he doesn't agree with. That's the importance of obviously you tailoring it to the person you work with. Confident and all about the friendship. Okay, that's fine. I'll just use this girl. Can I be on? She said, is that so? Okay, we're gonna reply to this girl. Sounds like you'd be a pretty bad passenger princess and distract me. I'm driving. So we're going to pull that one out on her. This is going to allow me to make it a little bit more sexual and escalate it onto the next stage of the conversation. And that's what we're working towards. But we've messaged so far all of the likes, the matches, and we're just going to obviously let the girls reply now. Alright, we have some more replies. Let's break down some of the conversations. So this girl, obviously, we pretty much got up to this point and we talked about the Polaroid picture. And now we're building on to the actual conversation of getting her phone number as well. So as you guys can see, first number is here. I blurted out the number because obviously I don't want you guys to text her, so it says number. So obviously she sent her number, and I said to her, why is your number not the typical UK number? Because it was meant to be 07. Turns out she's actually from Arab. She's an Arab girl, so easy as that. You can get Arab girls as well. So for the guys obviously that are not, you know, in a Western country, you can still attract Arab girls. It's very easy. Anyways, so pretty much a casual conversation. I got her number, which is quite funny, but I still continued conversation on Tinder just because I was building up a rapport, as you want to call it. So as you can see here, she talks about, you know, where she's from. I said my client's from Miami, which is true. He's an American. I made a little bit of jokes saying that his geography is shit, blah blah blah, and I said I thought England was a city. Obviously guys, I don't think these things. I'm just playing to the stereotype of my client being American. I know my own country. I know England is not a city. Okay, so please don't assume that is what I said. Okay, it's literally just jokes. Now she said, I love how self-aware you are. As you can see, it worked pretty well. She said, no offense though, I'm from Saudi Arabia, no offense. Okay, and I said I was thinking Arab, but I didn't want to be racist. Made her laugh. Now here's where my knowledge came in. I speak a little bit of Arabic here or there. No comment on that. I don't want you guys to know anything about me personally, but I speak Arabic. You can do what you want with that. You can determine what my ethnicity and race is based off of that, but yes, I speak Arabic. Anyways, what can you say, but do you know your geography, since you know Saudis speak Arabic? So I said obviously a swear word there. We said you're smarter than you think. I had my Arab friends teach you swear words. It's a swear word. It was jokes. You know, if I said Assalamu alaikum or whatever, you know, it's quite boring. So I went for a swear word because it's more funny, as you can see with her reaction. Who taught you that? And she started laughing, and she's like, I thought you were going to greet me or something, blah blah blah. And he said, you teach me more than, and then obviously I said the basic greeting, and she was like, I would love to. And then where are your Arab friends from? And then she said, so I know what dialect to use. I told her Algeria. You can do what you want with that information. I'm not from Algeria, just to let you know. I'm from Afghanistan. Anyways, now she said I already told her I'm Saudi, blah blah blah. And then she said something here along the lines of pretty much saying you're pretty females. And then she said I think I'd get stoned if I said that to an Arab girl by her dad, bro. Just jokes, obviously, or somewhat. Anyways, she said, but I can say it to you at least. And she said, haha, as for males. And then she said, I'm not sure if you'll use that though. Nah, I don't swing that way. How about you teach me how to call you nice things in Arabic instead, so I can impress your dad. There we go. So we're going to say that to her. Now, this is a little bit of an unfair advantage. My client's American. He's white, obviously. I know the lingo. I understand Arabic, obviously. And as well as the fact that, you know, I have a good understanding of the culture. Being from Afghanistan, I understand how Saudis are. I've been to Saudi Arabia. You know, I've been to these countries. I know how the culture works. So it gives me an edge, and it shocks her because she's like, oh my god, this white guy knows how to speak Arabic, and this white guy understands Arab culture and understands Islam and understands all these things and Hajj and all of this crazy shit. In reality, obviously my American client doesn't know a single word in Arabic. It's all just, you know, philanthropics. It's all bullshit. It's just all magic. And when he goes on the date, obviously he's gonna just take from the strategies that I give him on these little things. And obviously I've toned it down pretty goddamn well. If I wanted to, I could start talking to this girl in full Arabic. But what good is that going to do for my client when he goes on a date and he's not able to speak a single word of Arabic? So I turned it down really nicely. So I made it seem like he only knows the occasional word or two, so therefore it's legitimate. And when he goes on a date, I'm not really castrating him. Because if I start speaking to this girl in full Arabic, bro, and using my knowledge of obviously understanding the language and my understanding of the culture, what good will it do him when she realizes he's a fraud? Nothing. It won't do good at all. So within my limits, I'm able to use obviously my knowledge and help him. As much as I'd love to flirt with this girl in Arabic and obviously blow her socks off with my client being a white guy being able to speak the best Arabic in the world, I'm not going to do that because it's going to cock him. Now, if my client actually spoke that, oh yeah, I could probably do it. But in this scenario, obviously, it's just not realistic. Now, we're going to move on to the next girl. He said, because it won't be the last time. Oh boy, she's flowing with it. Sounds like you know what you're doing then. Are you at the... Sounds like... Do you prefer being on top or bottom? We're going to get straight into this one with sexual. Talking to her sexually because I think she's flowing pretty well. So we're going to do that with this one. She does look a bit freaky, but this should work pretty goddamn well anyways. And this one, this is a bit of a weird conversation. She's talking about taking money. She's kind of ugly, but I'm going to show you guys how you can pass a shit test. Because a lot of you guys would see a situation like this and you would be annoyed because the girl wants your money. Guys, you're just being a loser. Just play around it. Watch. I'll show you. This is how you do the magic. So obviously we spoke a bit about the money, names, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm too broke, the thing you'll be taking. So I'm going to say to her, yeah, you can also drain my dick while you're at it. So we're going to push it sexually. There you go. Boom. We're going to get at it. I'm not going to, I'm not going to waste my time. If she does respond to that positively, doesn't mean she doesn't. She just doesn't want to take it seriously. Anyway, she said yes to this reply. We already know the drill. We're going to say to her, you know what's missing in your picture. Just any pickup line to build the foundation, and you'll see how this plays out. Okay? And then this one, there's an error in your Tinder profile. I forgot what I was going to say to this girl. This is a line I came up with on the spot, bro. We'll come back to that one. Anyway, I know where this is going. Good, because great minds think. Good, because I'm thinking me with my arms around you. So obviously, the line has gone around quite a bit, but guess what? She's still going to want to hit the line regardless. Anyways. Well, that's crazy, but it's because I was thinking the exact same thing. Okay, cool. Simple as that. As you can see, very straightforward. So with her, we're going to continue the conversation in regards to this line. So we're obviously talking about the mother and daughter-in-law framework. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Great minds think alike. Do you have any cool tricks you can do that you can perform for when you meet my mother? And then we'll just show winky face. So simple things like that. And look at this, motherfuckers. I said water bottle. She said, hey Elaine, water bottle. You do you see what I mean? I literally said water bottle, and she still replied. I told you guys, literally, the framework is so important. That's all that matters. Anyways, this is gonna be a hard one because obviously I did this as a demonstration, obviously, so it's gonna be a little bit off topic. I'm gonna say something crazy to give a opener, but let's just get married and GL. So this is a really fucking bad reply. Don't do this, please. I'm just doing this just for a demonstration to show you that, this is how it would go down. So that's like a negative demonstration. I figured out what the problem was. Your name has a mistake in it. It is missing my last name. So this is a new line I came up with in literally the last second. Now she said, why is that? Because you'd be distracting. Because you'd be too fit and distract me all the time. So we're going to go a little bit different. I said to them, you missed a wedding or something. But obviously I'm going to play around with it because it's a new line in development that I came up with. Now, this is obviously a classic line, me with my arms around you, very straightforward. So far in the video, we have one phone number. I said we're going to get at least something like 10. That's the goal, 10 numbers. And you'll see how that goes. Anyways, and that is, can I be honest, and that is... What the hell? I don't know why she repeated what I said. Oh, and that is, okay, she's repeating after me because I didn't reply to her straight away. Anyways, see guys, if you reply to a girl too quickly, you never know, they might double text you. Anyways, my mother's future daughter-in-law. Boom. Yeah, so okay, this is a conversation I did a little bit off camera, but anyways, I'll break it down for you. So obviously the American accent, a bunch of bollocks, and obviously I told her bullying her for her accent, and she said, no, that's for me and husband material where I'm from the UK. I told her I'm in Manchester for studies for a good while. I need someone to show me around. I'd be a husband if you can be a good princess. Blah blah blah. Okay, shit. Oh, what are you studying? Haha. I wouldn't be able to show you around Manchester, but I would endeavour to try to show you the parts I know of ye old England. Okay, cool. Whatever. Anyways, in that case, that works for me. You could take me on a little road trip. We can go on a nice drive in my M2, which is obviously bullshit. He's obviously not got an M2, guys. He's got like an old BMW, but the girls don't know the difference between an M2, bro. Bro, I could literally tell a fucking girl that a Volkswagen is a Bugatti, bro, and they would believe me. They're fucking retarded. Anyways. And I'll tell her I am studying cardiology? I think that's it. I don't remember. Let me just double check this. I think this is correct. I just need to make sure it's going blah blah blah. Because I fix broken hearts. Too easy. You're so trying to be husband core. I'm gonna ignore her reply there. Anyway, this is the next one. She said, okay, this one has been off camera as well. We talked about this. So this conversation, I went a bit off topic, as you can see. And this is proving to you that the framework is key. Framework matters so much. Because despite this girl being receptive, the conversation has gone to shit. But I recovered by turning it back to being sexual. And watch. Even though the conversation went down badly, because obviously I did it for the video, I'll show you how you can recover. And this is the importance of having conversations with girls that essentially lead to the number. Like, I haven't secured that many numbers in this video just for the sake of showing you guys that you have to stick to the framework. A lot of the conversations I had so far in this video have been a little bit more unique or different. A lot of you guys are like, oh, use the same pickup lines. Yeah, bro, because guess what? They work. You know, there is some new pickup lines that you can use. Hell yeah. The main challenge comes on WhatsApp or iMessage. That's when it's a struggle, which might do in this video. I might not. This video is getting quite dragged out quite long, so I might end it. I'm not sure. Anyway. So she said, oh, that's different. Haha, bold claim. Don't worry, you won't be faking any orgasms with me. And plus, if you don't come from sitting on my face, just don't get up. Pretty straightforward. Easy. So yeah, we're just going to say that to her. And then there's another girl as well. Let me find it. There you go, is that one. So obviously I spoke to her a bit off camera. She's a bit of a crazy feminist type girl, so you know, it's a bit more tricky, but I will make it work. So obviously we talked about the wedding being missed, blah blah blah. Told her to make it up to me, and then she was like, I ain't doing that. And I was like, okay, let me put her in her place. So I gave her a little bit of a different kind of perspective, and she's like, oh, have you met the men of today? Be so free or scary out there. So you know, just typical crazy bitch, bro, with feminist mindset. But you know, she's a pump and dump. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Okay, then, and nothing will be missing then. I'm locking in, but firstly, do we do arms around your waist or neck? So obviously, as you can see, I went back to the old pickup line later on, and that works really well because even if they've heard it before, if it comes later on, they fuck with it, and that's why it's working now. I'm gonna recover this so easily. There's no new likes, but obviously I've ran out of likes, so yeah, you don't even need Tinder Gold, guys. It's that easy. Alright, we have some more numbers. We're going to go through how I got those numbers and we break it down for you. So this is a conversation with the girls so far. You guys have seen up to this point. Obviously, we went back to the pickup line of giving us to see her pictures. And then obviously, as you can see how well it's played into the fact that she wants pictures around... Sorry, your hand could make a good necklace. Oh, we got another message. I'm no chef, so I was thinking, okay, well, look at that in a second. Anyway, your hand could make a good necklace, to be fair. Say arms around your waist and neck, blah, blah, blah. You can pause the video if you want. And Miami would be lovely. So obviously, I'm playing into the idea that the guy's American. If you guys are from a different ethnicity, play into it. If you're German living in the UK, say that you're German, okay? It's so appealing to be a foreigner. Trust me, it's appealing. If you're from India, though, that's different. Don't say you're Indian, you're going to lose points. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just the truth, okay? Deny your race. It's sad, but it is what it is, okay? Anyway, but yeah, if you're like from a decent country, you know, if you're from like, let me think for a minute. Like, you know, if you're from Spain, bro, and you know you lived in the UK your whole life, just lie. Just say you are from... You're not from the UK. Easy. Anyway, said, an American key. I'm a neck kind of girl. Firm grip always. and Pillar Princess at heart, having people pleaser. As you can see, I talked about having a firm grip, the big biceps, just appealing to her. Also, she's a bottom, what's up, girly? I just wanted to get the conversation sexual. Now, as you can see, she was giving into it a bit, but then she obviously pulled back, which is fine, because again, my goal is to get numbers and dates. That's the important factor here. That's what matters, the result, nothing else. So for that reason, that was my core focus. And I thought, okay, instead of trying to press for a sexual conversation, let me get her phone number. As you can see here, she was kind of like, I'm not going to tell you. So I was like, okay, let me grab your phone number. Let's go to WhatsApp. And boom, we grabbed it. Grabbed the number. We got her on WhatsApp. As you can see, we got some nice pictures of her. You know, she has sent some bikini pictures, some gym pictures. And that is pretty much it. These are the kind of results you should be getting, guys, with girls. They should be sending you pictures like this after a short conversation. If not, you're doing something wrong. Okay? You're doing something very wrong. Anyway, let's see what this girl said. Okay. She said, I'm no chef, so I was thinking you could make me food instead. Good thing I'm a Michelin star. I don't even know if that's how you spell Michelin star, but okay, I spelled it wrong. Imagine being a Michelin star chef, bro, and you don't even have to spell Michelin. I'm not going to spell that wrong. I'm not going to fuck this up. There we go. Okay. Boom. Okay, a Michelin star chef. I can cook for you, but then I'm going to bend you over the counter after or eat you out on it. Easy, guys. See, this is what it's all about, okay? Now I'm going to show you how the next conversation went with the next number. Alright, for girl number 2, let me show you how I got her phone number. I'll break this one down. So this girl was a little bit of a bitch, I'll be honest with you. I had to play quite weirdly into it. So, as you can see here, obviously, she's like, oh, I'm going to take your money, this and that. She doesn't even look that good, I'll be honest with you. She's quite big-egoed. So, as you can see here, she had quite big ego. She's like, I'll double it and pass to the next person. She's like, oh, we're not going to have sex, this and that. Just because I don't want to sleep with you. This is how you guys handle a bitch, bro. And watch, I'll show you what I've done with her, bro. Easy game. And she's like, no, I'd rather grab a personality out of your ass and put it to good use. Okay. Some bullshit about personality, guys. Okay, let me show her the Deni Ops personality. He's like, gosh, not the God complex pulling through. So obviously she's saying he has a God complex. So instantly, I humbled it down. I went, okay, girl, I'm a dumb American. So obviously you got to play into it. You got to play into these girls' ego, bro. It's like, if you're playing against someone that has a massive ego, you just want to drop your ego and appeal to the ego, bro. If anything, these girls are easier. Because they're so easy to manipulate. You just got to make them feel good, as you can see. Like, these messages are so cringe. Like, I'm literally telling, oh, you're making me cry. No, you're not, bro. Like, the guy's going to fucking pump and dump you, bro. And you're the one that's going to be crying. She's like, oh, you blurred vision, you're crying. And she's like, oh, I make men cry, this and that, bro. Like, you know, good for you. But at the end of the day, if you just play it on these girls' ego, bro, you can do so well. She's like talking about this, that, bro. You can pause the conversation. I'm not going to explain all of it because, yeah, anyways. I was like, yeah, you're too fast. Your lawyer's pretty, you're going to cry, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, I drink men's tits for a living. So, yeah, you can just bullshit these girls. So she's like, I can tell you scary, blah, blah, blah. She's not scary, bro. She's going to get pumped and dumped, seriously. Like, just play into that ego, guys. It's so easy, bro, to work with a narcissist. It's so freaking easy. And she's, you know, just chatting shit. I can't believe she said that. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to put that on YouTube, but we'll take our chances. That's diabolical. Anyways, my alter ego is Kanye West, blah, blah, blah. So obviously, you know, just a bunch of garbage, bro. Just pretending, you know, that we agree with her. When in reality, all we're after is just sex. That's the end goal, bro. And she has no idea what's coming. And then she sends her phone number here. And then she's like, oh, I'll give you IG. I'm not giving the IG. I was going to give the guys TikTok, though. But yeah, this is a conversation on WhatsApp. It's taking the piss out of her. And she sent some fucking crazy voice notes. I'll let you listen to those. She sounds like a bitch, bro. She sounds like a bitch. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to the rest of that, bro, because she sounds like a cunt. But anyways, as you can see here, she just chats a bunch of shit, bro. She sends a picture of herself, bro. She looks chopped, bro. Like, what the fuck is that, man? But at the end of the day, she's a pumping dump. That's all that matters. Not as good looking as the other girl, I will say. The Holly girl looks a lot better, but she's fine. But yeah, we just trolled her a bit, and I'm waiting for a reply now. Yeah, things are going well, and she wants to have sex, so I'm winning. Who's winning, bro? Me, motherfucker. I'll be on Tinder. The question is, do you want to be on Tinder or wherever? Or come off with me. So yeah, boomba clat. See, so easy, bro. Alright, for the next girl, we pretty much talked about believing in Christ. We took advantage of the fact that the guy wears a cross around his neck. I don't really have any opinion on this because it is a little bit unethical using religion to attract religious girls and have sex with them. If you want to do that, do your thing. It's a good strategy. It works. But it is a little bit unethical. So this guy obviously plays the role of being Christian. We're like, oh, you're a believer of Christ, this and that. And she really took a liking to that. And we played into the whole fact of him being American. Huge asset. If there was a key takeaway from this video, is using your ethnicity and assets to your advantage if you're in a country that you're not from. As I mentioned, if you are British and you're in America, go use it to your advantage. If you are, let's say, Arab in Britain, go use it. Just say you're from Dubai or Saudi Arabia or something. Just make something up, bro. Do something. It's better than, you know, not putting used to it, because it works really well. And as you can see, obviously, we got her number here and her snap. We got both. It's pretty solid. This is how the game goes. And she's not even a bad looking girl. She's pretty attractive, you know. And she's actually a good quality woman as well. She's a high quality woman. Christian. Follows, you know, Christ. Sadly, she's probably going to get manipulated and used by the tactics we have here. But oh well. Anyway, as you can see, this is how the conversation has gone so far. All easy game, bro. Pictures have come off of the work that we've done. We're going to get her on a date. This guy has already got something like 6 dates lined up for the week coming ahead. It's that easy. This is the game. This is going to be the final girl of the episode. I'm going to show you what we did with this girl. So we obviously got her number. And then I'll show you how that conversation is going on WhatsApp as well. As you can see here. There we go. So we pretty much said something about getting her contact service future wifey, this and that. I'll do that off camera. You guys will see this in the next video. This is going to be the end of this video, so I'll break down for you. Obviously, we went with a mother and daughter framework, and then we were like, great minds think alike. And then, as you can see, this just made me realize I do nothing. So obviously now she feels less than she is. I'm not gonna lie, she does have a bit of an off face, but as long as the client's happy, I'm happy. That's all that matters. Now she's like, wow, Paul, you're speaking like a proper Brit. This was a fucking mistake by me. Obviously, I let my British fucking vocabulary come out. This guy's supposed to be American. I don't know why I said Paul. That was my fault. I was not supposed to say that. But anyway, I recovered it, and then obviously I said, yeah, I've been brainwashed. But that was a mistake by me. I just obviously forgot that I need to speak like an American. Anyways, she said, I've been around here for a good 3 months-ish. The guy's been here for way longer, bro. It doesn't matter. Like, you can just say this shit. They won't figure out. And then we said Manchester Deansgate, roughly around there. She's like, yeah, what on earth possessed you to leave my from Manchester? The guy literally is just, you know, chilling. Like, none of this shit is actually relevant. Anyways, she's like, I was lied to. They showed me a picture of Media City, blah blah blah. And she's like, Media City is even worse. Salford, you know, just a bunch of bollocks, bro. That's not relevant. She's like, if Manchester sucks, Birmingham is shithole. Yeah, I know Birmingham is a shithole. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, playing this whole role of, you know, not knowing the place is very appealing. She's like, bye, Lima. I already say bye to you. I chopped. I'll take you with me. And that was a joke. She's like, no, of course not. She said, I'll start setting up. And I was like, yeah, I'll pay for you. Not true. No one's paying for a girl, bro. Like, come on. She's like, yeah, very strange creatures. Not with me. Shame you left at Manchester. Blah, blah, blah. I would very much appreciate that. And you for uni. And then I made a joke about Jack's fit. She didn't get it, bro. And then she was like, oh, what? And I was like, it's an American thing. She like, it is. And then she said her number. Such easy fucking game. You saw today in this video how easy this is. Working with my team gets you at least 5 dates a week if you try. It is so easy. We teach you the texting. We do the pictures for you. You don't have to do anything. We literally send girls to your doorstep. It's that simple. We have taken every single problem out of the equation and we have made it automated. Before, I know there was struggles with clients having to take the pictures. You don't even have to do that anymore. We have taken the problem out of the game. There is no problem. Literally everything has been taken care of, guys. Like, there is no excuse for you to not get results. Genuinely, there is none. We have a system that takes pictures for you. We have a system where we can use our strategies to help you message. We have a way where you can learn. You will get a stupid number of likes just like this guy has here. And there's so many more matches that I haven't messaged yet, guys. Like, look at this. These are ones that I'm going to show in the next video. Look at these matches. These are ones that I haven't even done yet because I don't want this video to drag on. And this is all because of the systems and the steps that I built. And that's why I can get results like this and get girls like this to absolutely lust over every guy I work with. Why? Because I've done this for years and this is what I'm good at. This is what I teach. This is what I live and breathe. I've built systems. My goal is to make a system that works for every single man on the planet. And then so far, I've done nothing but relentlessly focus on it, and I'm getting so close to it. The fact that we have found a way to do AI generated pictures using our tool that will generate high quality, hyper realistic pictures of you is absurd. You don't even need to take pictures anymore. The process is getting simpler and simpler. As time goes on, it's going to get even better. And it's down to you whether you want to take action and drop in, or if you want to just keep waiting on the sidelines and obviously losing. It's up to you. Anyways, peace.